Cap, you're looking a little down. You alright? You need anything? A pillow? Maybe some of those little bars of soap you get at hotels? Oh, sorry, I'm fresh out of that stuff. There's gotta be something I could do to cheer you up. I could sing you a song.
I am Doomsvince, and this is day 174 of Spawn Year.
Today's comic was less than encouraging. The one character in the Spawn universe I've come to know, who I greatly respect, who I can actually look up to, who most feels like a three-dimensional, flesh-and-blood human being, is Twitch Williams. Spawn is the quitter. He is the reactionary loose cannon who can't decide who or what or why he is beyond his lust, yes, I said lust, for his wife. But not Twitch. He cares about perfect strangers, puts his life and his happiness and his future on the line for the rights and protection of the innocent. Between Bendis' work, Haldwin's recent arc paralleling him with Spawn, and his characterization in the third season of the animated series, I've come to the realization that the closest thing I've had to a role model in Spawn Year is Twitch. I've been thinking a lot prior to this issue that if only I had Twitch's calm, resolve, and level-headedness, I could take anything Doomsvince threw at me like I was cutting through tissue paper. But as I said, Twitch has become a real person, a vulnerable person, and like every man, he too has his breaking point. On the last page, after finally facing down and shooting the man he decided God had sent to punish him for not putting his family first by spraying bullets accidentally into Twitch's apartment and killing KC, Twitch decides to resign as a police officer and to return to his ex-wife and children if they'll have him. It doesn't come out of nowhere, though. Bendis has been gradually building to this point, and that's why I'm so heavily affected by it. I don't want to see Twitch quit, but he reached that place organically and logically, and it's the only thing that could have happened. By the end of this arc, it's a story about how monumentally unfair life is, and the people who do their best to uphold justice despite that, and the people on the other side, like Bilal, who take advantage of that unfortunate truth and exploit it. One of the bounty hunters Sam and Twitch are holding in custody explains that bounty hunters aren't about justice. Most of them are lawless scumbags who are smart enough to turn in their lawless scumbag buddies for money rather than stay in a risky drug running operation. He mentions that it would be great if they were passionate citizens helping the police dole out justice, but bounty hunting is really just a shady institution overrun by greedy street trash. But even they have a loose code of ethics. Their one unspoken rule is that they never steal a bounty out from under another bounty hunter. And so Sam and Twitch aren't the only people looking for Bilal. The other bounty hunters are on a witch hunt for him, and it's reached a boiling point because Bilal just killed a guy who owed them all money. Twitch and Bilal are on opposite extremes here. Twitch is committed to justice above all else, and Bilal is committed to taking advantage of the justice system. And while Twitch is obviously the better man with his heart in a more right place, perhaps both would have been better off finding some sort of middle ground. Because in the end, neither really wins. If Bilal followed the one bounty hunter rule, he'd still be alive. But if Twitch pursued less dangerous assignments and came to an understanding with his wife before they separated, he never would have found himself in this predicament in the first place. I like the ambiguity of this ending. Twitch shoots Bilal before he can fire first, but is he motivated solely by self-defense, or is it also vengeance? His constant flashes to the moment of Casey's death would indicate the latter. So does he quit at the end because he feels he compromised his principles, or is it because he no longer has faith in the concept of justice? Casey didn't deserve what happened to her, and Twitch's children certainly didn't deserve their father leaving for his work. It's wonderfully layered and thought-provoking, more ideas to think about certainly than a lot of complex plotting, as there's really not a lot to this story besides Twitch's arc. I think Bendis could have told this in 3 issues instead of 5. As hard as it is to see Twitch leave behind his work because it became too much for him, as I have resolved not to to do in my quest to return home, I can certainly relate to Twitch choosing family above all else, as that, too, is my primary motivator. But man, was this a downer. It's enough to make me want to listen to 90s emo rock. Signed, Captain Logan.